I found two this morning that's waiting at a red.
Player Trevor Francis, of course, but Gary's up there. Having spent less than a year at the club, it's bizarre.
I guess the one I would just occurred to me was the one that Carlos Tevez would probably be
A whole bunch of selfish bastards. Look at them.
Again, although very few games.
A whole bunch of selfish bastards. Look at them.
Again, although very few games, and a lot of them play. In stores nationwide. Find us at B&Q or online at tradepoint.co.uk.
Cristiano Ronaldo's future at Manchester United is in doubt after it's emerged that he wants to leave the club. Ronaldo is understood to have requested the
We're not there only to serve good, but also escaping their responsibilities, taxes and things like that. So I think that's a part of his
Didn't like the colour of the light, mates. You just did that, didn't you? Up on the pavement.
The oligarchs arrived in London
Then
wasn't
bounced your way back onto the road.
The government at the time, which was a Labour government under Gordon Brown, but also before that Tony Blair, opened the doors to.
He just puts himself in a great position to be aggressive or to stay back.
The match is due to start at around 2 p.m. Manchester City have agreed a fee with Chelsea over the sale of Raheem Sterling. It's the deal's worth upwards of £50 million, including add-ons. But the former Premier League striker Gabby Agbonlahorst told TalkSport this isn't where Chelsea's focus should be.
Christensen's gone, Rudiger's gone. They've got a lot in the defensive department to sort out because Reece James has injury problems. Chilwell has had his injury problems, so they need more cover in that department.
Meanwhile, Southampton have completed the signing of Rangers midfielder Joe Aribo for £10 million. He joins on a 4-year deal. Derek Chisora has admitted he's on his way out after gaining revenge on Kubrat Pulev last night. The 38-year-old won on a split decision, reversing his 2016 p.m. Manchester City have agreed a fee with Chelsea over the sale of Raheem Sterling. It's the deal's worth upwards of £50 million, including add-ons. But the former Premier League striker Gabby Agbonlahorst told TalkSport this isn't where Chelsea's focus should be.
Christensen's gone, Rudiger's gone. They've got a lot in the defensive department to sort out because Reece James has injury problems. Chilwell has had his injury problems, so they need more cover in that department.
Meanwhile, Southampton have completed the signing of Rangers midfielder Joe Aribo for £10 million. He joins on a 4-year deal. Derek Chisora has admitted he's on his way out after gaining revenge on Kubrat Pulev last night. The 38-year-old won on a split decision, reversing his 2016 defeat by the same result. And spectators at this weekend's Austrian Grand Prix have reported a number of incidents
trying to overtake me when there's a bollard there and cyclists.
As well as their sexuality.
Fucking spanner.
There's been no official response from
right in front of a police officer. He's just gone straight through that red light. They just don't care.
He's saying, look, set aside everything else. Just focus on what he achieves when he's in a car. And what he achieves in the car is pretty phenomenal.
And what I hear is, he's in the best car. But he's also...
Cyclists having a little moan there. He's right. She's cycling on the wrong side of the road. She should be on the other side of the road, riding straight at him.
The Prime Minister and Chancellor have promised the single biggest tax cut in a decade to combat the cost of living crisis. Boris Johnson and Rishi Sunak have outlined the billions of pounds the government planning to spend to cushion the blow of inflation by also providing relief for council tax bills, fuel duty and
warehouse. Check stock at your local branch. We've got it at selcobw.com. When we we move, we connect on a deeper level.
Two pavements there, mate. But you're so busy on your phone, you can't even realise it. Well, don't even realise it.
Targets the source of pain and gets to work directly where it hurts. Because every movement we make has a meaning. It's the lift of a child that makes them giggle. That kick of a ball that means I'm still one of the team. Because it's not just movement, it's the joy of movement. Voltarol back and muscle pain.
Collision. That's happened between Western and Junction 21 and Burnham-on-Sea at Junction 22. The inside two lanes of 3 are blocked through there with delays of around 30 minutes. I'm Adam Moore.
Welcome to Tombola. My favourite bingo game in Tombola is Bingo 90. I like Bingo 60. I like Bingo 90. Cinco.
I like Bingo because you can play from just 2p and you can win the jackpot from that.
I've got a lot of spinning plates going on at Burnley at the moment, and maybe someone just didn't tell someone else. Do you think that kind of thing?
Yeah.
How do you explain it?
It happened to me. It happened to me as well. At Rangers, believe it or not. It happened to me at Rangers. My last year, this is brilliant. On Twitter. 1998. Not Twitter. No, but I never get.
Nice.
I never get on Twitter. No, but I never get.
Nice.
I never get told my contract renewed. Right. It was 1998. The last game was the cup final.
It just happened to be a German car that did it. It just happened to be a German car that did it.
In the same position. But also commercially speaking, he's 25 years of age. He's now got 5 years on the contract. Liverpool, given 2 years' time,
protecting the asset.
They're protecting the asset. At the same time, as given player maybe a pay hike, so the player gets a win. Liverpool's still there, if that's still the stage in Virgil van Dijk's career. Then Liverpool at 27 will have a centre half in the peak of his powers, worth £50-60 million. Have a centre half in the peak of his powers, worth 50-60 million quid. But everybody will work in this instance if he gets a decent amount of game time. If he gets no game time, well, that's something different. But Liverpool are going to launch an assault on all 4 competitions next year.
Sure.
And so they're going to need to. And they're going to have a bigger Champions League in the next 2 years.
Oh,
so
why
here
am I not
he is,
surprised?
a very good player.
I think it's a great deal for Liverpool. I'm really pleased they're keeping him. I just meant for him, I thought there might be a little bit of itchy feet to try and go and play. But he could always do.
I think that's a good
Do you know what he could also do as well? Thinking about it, is he could always, if he needs to play some games,
I'll
he's
wait
not
for
getting
you
games
then,
on,
mate, to go right to the very front.
He's a strong character. This kid.
Yeah, he is.
This kid's not a lightweight. He's a strong character.
Well, Klopp's saying his best years are yet to come.
We'll
see about that.
We all have to wait.
Undoubtedly, the best years have yet to come for Calvin Ramsey, who came
He knew
down
what
from
he was
Aberdeen
doing.
to Liverpool. He's 18. I think it was
Like that bike did, going through the red light.
Very positive thing. I mean, the only thing is, I always think the size will be Scottish. Well, no, I wasn't going to go there. I just don't. When you look at Trent.
It's just too easy to go that way. Weird. Bring it round like that. I mean, it's crazy around there. Maybe later on when it's busy as hell down here, when the shops are all open, but not now.
I just hope City